What I'm even talking about now.
No,
that Wike now, that is a major subject of discussion,
yes,
is in the party. And these are the activities that he's doing. I'd like you to take it off from there.
Yes. What I'm saying is that
yeah,
this is when you say somebody is acting somehow, you ask yourself, that's why I talk about remote and immediate cause.
Yes.
That why is this person talking and doing this? Are you telling me that in the whole world now, minus the Almighty God, there are no people who can speak to Wike and Wike will listen to them? Are we saying he's somebody that no human being can talk to?
It could be that he's on a revenge mission. I haven't lost that in that
sir,
election.
What I'm saying is that I'm not saying that he should be president. And that is not the bone of contention that they should give it to him. But the fight was that let a Southerner be your presidential candidate and let the chairman. Now, since you have chosen Atiku, let the chairman go. Do you remember that was the last fight? That let the chairman go. Since we have now said we are using a Northerner, let the chairman go. They said they can't let the chairman go. So, do you say that Wike want to become chairman of PDP as at that time? No. He might want to be a president. And since that one has been given to Atiku, the issue is that change our chairman. So, I come back to say, whatever that action you have mentioned now is not a good action for your party. Now, number one is that this is not the first time that you appoint. Let us get beyond this level of every sitting governor or president must bring everybody from his party. If you remember late Yaradua, after they announced and he said, I concur that this election was flawed with a lot of irregularities. I'm going to start electoral reform. Now I give an olive leave to Buhari to bring people to the government. Buhari said he's not bringing anybody, that he's not part of that government. He's not going to be this. That is not, it is wrong for us to have the mindset that, doctor, if you become governor of Edo State now, you cannot pick somebody from opposition to stand with you. Picking somebody from opposition show how large your heart of leadership is, and that you also believe in other people who know what you don't know. There is one of the ministers today that all of us knew that when they were asking him questions by the Senate, he is one of those people that abused Mr. President throughout the campaign. Today the guy is a sitting minister, and the president prevailed on National Assembly that this guy has something to offer, despite all the stupid things he has said about me. That is leadership. Wike must not be crucified that he was made a minister of FCT. Let us go beyond this politics of if you are APC, if you are PDP, we must destroy ourselves. You cannot pick no good thing from my side that can come in. For a leader to pick somebody from opposition is a leader that have likeness of heart and believe that somebody else. That's what I quoted one of the ministers who abused Mr. President on tweets throughout the campaign. He's not a member of APC. But Mr. President look at his CV and know that this guy can contribute to my government. He prevailed on the National Assembly to screen him, even when they were reminding him all the stupid things he said. He said, please, all what we need is the capacity of this guy. Look at what the guy is doing in this government today. The capacity he brought it inside. What I'm saying is that for him to be made a minister is not a sin, but the action of working against the interest of his party, I didn't support. But what I'm saying is that when we have such an issue, there are platforms we can reconcile. Okay, you say Wike is bad. As tough as Wike is, as stubborn as Wike is, Mr. President is managing him. And yet, Mr. President is not a chairman of his party. Yet, he managed him.
What are his actions towards his party? His actions, to what extent are his actions benefiting his so-called party, the PDP?
I can tell you.
We shouldn't be concerned about that.
I can tell you for free that all those who won the election are also PDP members. In that party, I can tell you for free. Let a PDP man here, a PDP man here, verify it. If you say Wike is working for the interest of somebody that is coming afresh, it is a lie from the pit of hell. All those who won that election are people with him from PDP who are having DNA of PDP in their system. These are things, it's something that is verifiable. All the people that won the election, are they new people who were in opposition when he's not a madman? They are not his opposition. They are his men who have been in PDP and following the trend of what is happening. What I'm saying here is that there is an issue. Do we say Wike does not have somebody that can say, please stop fighting? Is that what we are saying? Bode George now is a senior man who had been a former governor of Ondo State. We all knew what he did in our state when he was there that time. He's talking at this old day. He's one of those who said if they win the election, he's going to leave Nigeria. Now he's talking as an elder statesman. He has been in Port Harcourt when Wike was in government. What has changed now between now? What I'm saying is that there are issues. We identify issues. You remember this same Wike was here when Obaseki was in government, and we are doing election here. And Buhari brought about 6 APC governors here to intimidate the election. But Wike life was even at risk. He was out here in this Edo for the man to win election. So all those labor, we want to throw it away. People you say they are wrong, they have some capacity you need in your party. Are we saying that this Wike, there is nobody in this world that can talk to him and say, okay, this is the issue you are talking about. We are addressing it now. Let it be 60, let it be 40. 60 interest to you, 40 interest to your party. Oh, 40 to you, 60 to your party. If party cannot resolve their problem, and it is how to govern Nigeria that is their issue, then where is the capacity to solve Nigeria problem? Where is the capacity? If we cannot solve this Wike issue, people that are not less than 16, we cannot manage them and keep them in the party, and we say we will throw them away, not looking at yesterday. Where were those people who are expelling Wike now? When Wike was in Edo State with us here, when Buhari won the election to go the other way.
Okay, all right, let me...
Ganduje, all of them were here, all here, in the street of Benin.
Now we'll take a quick
when Wike was kept on house arrest.
We'll take a quick commercial break. It's still TMI on the ITV network. We'll be back with you in just a moment. Stay tuned. Us on the program TMI on the ITV network as we continue to x-ray, analyze and review the outcomes of the PDP National Convention, which brought forth a new national chairman. But of course that has been dwarfed with the expulsion of key members of the party who have been speaking and reacting to the latest decision. Let me come to you now, Fares. We're here now. The feeling is that those expelled from the party are what you can call political heavyweights, have the capacity to hold their own anytime, any day, as far as the political space of Nigeria is concerned, particularly with the fact that we are pushing towards a major election in 2027. Don't you think this is going to have far-reaching implications for the party in the election itself?
Well, the truth is that the damage that this so-called heavyweight is doing to the party is more than the whatever assumption of heavyweight that they are. Let me give you an example. In 2023, there was a general election in Nigeria, a presidential election in Nigeria, and the Labour Party won 12 states. Of that 12 states where they won, they had not a councillor. They didn't have a councillor in. I'm not even talking about a governor. I'm talking about a House of a Rep member. I'm not talking about a senator. I'm not talking about a commissioner. They had not even a councillor in one ward of the 12 states that the Labour Party won. Go and check. Go and do your research on that. So, you know, sometimes when we say people are heavyweights, we call this, oh, heavyweights. Heavyweight this, heavyweight that. It's just we are giving too much relevance to some of these heavyweights. The people that matter in a democracy, what matters in a democracy is the people. And it was proven in 2023. It was proven that when the people decide that they want to go this way, it is very difficult to change it. We've seen it over and over again. We saw it in 2020 during the NSAS struggle. You saw it when the people have made up their mind over a particular issue. It is the people, because democracy is about the people, not about a particular heavyweight. So you can't say you are a heavyweight and all you are doing is destroying. If Wike was doing to the APC what he's doing to the PDP right now, the president will not manage him. You can't say the president is managing him. No. He is doing the president's bidding. So that's why the president is keeping him. If he was going about destroying the foundation of the APC in different states, the president will not manage. The president will not condone him. So you say the president is managing him. What context are we talking about? He's managing him because he's helping to destroy his opposition. He's not doing anything for the president that you say is extraordinary. That's the truth. And you can't say you are a heavyweight and all you do is to destroy a foundation, an institution. Because in Africa, what we have mostly is weak institutions and strong men. And we are the one who encourage it because we want to see that big man who we think that he's the one who is ruling, who is the one who is controlling. And we undermine the people. And we continue to undermine the power of the people. What is the population of registered voters in Nigeria? What is the population of the ruling class? If you put the members of PDP together, the members of APC, ADC, Labour, the members, registered members of political parties together, it doesn't make up 1% of the population of Nigeria. If you put the population of politicians, governors, House of Rep members, senators, councillors, in all the 10 states, local government chairmen, it doesn't make up 0.1% of the population of Nigeria. So there's nothing like heavyweight. Elections will be decided by the people.
So the expulsion doesn't mean anything to
it doesn't mean anything because what they've been doing, in fact, if it's for any reason, it means that the PDP have taken a bold step in trying to put their house in order. Okay. Because you cannot have people who are consistently, you can't be in a party. You say you're in a party. If you want to leave the party, leave the party. You can't say you're a member of a party. Because Bishop went back to say, oh, if we go back to the foundation of the crisis started from when Wike was not giving the presidential ticket or something like that, or it was supposed to zone to the south. There was a primaries that was done. In the primaries, the Wike, nobody said the primaries was rigged. Nobody said it was rigged.
They accepted the outcome of the primaries.
It was a free and fair primary. It was done on national TV. Everybody who came out, the delegates came out, they voted. That's the beauty of democracy. They came out. See, today Wike cannot tell you that it was rigged. No. He can't tell you that it was rigged. Whatever happened after the whole process was within their indoor power play. But the truth is that you go out there, you voted. In that night of the primaries, he held the mic and said he will support whoever emerged from that primaries that day. Okay. He said it with his own mouth that he will support whoever emerged from that primaries. Then maybe one or two things happened after then.
He tried to become running mate to Atiku.
Also didn't work. Free and fair primaries. That's what I'm talking about. The primaries that produced Atiku or whatever it is, I may not have supported him. I may not have wanted Atiku to win. I didn't support him for that primaries. Yeah. I wanted somebody else. Yeah. But the truth is that the primaries came and gone. Somebody else emerged. All right. Look, even within the APC, a lot of people did not support the Tinubu. Look at the vote Amechi got. Amechi got about 30% of the vote. It tells you that it was divided. Yeah. But, somebody emerged.
So everybody has to accept that fact.
You have to, in the party,
let me take a final word, Bishop.
Wike did not dispute that it was a rigged election. What Wike said is that you have won now. Let chairmanship go to the south.
Okay, which he rejected.
Yes, and the man rejected and he refused to come. Let the chairmanship of the party,
equity and fairness.
How can you be having presidential candidate from north and you have the chairman of the party from north?
You have a president now who is a Muslim. You have a vice president who is a Muslim, and you as a bishop have not said that it's wrong,
sir.
Is that supposed to be right?
No, what happened?
In the history of the
we're talking about that's for the APC's decision. That's the APC's decision. No, it's the APC's decision. He's talking about the party.
You can't tell the party to remove a national chairman because you didn't win.
All right, he has the floor.
What I said is that equity is that chairmanships from south presidential candidate from the north. Let us go. You remember there was a meeting after that convention where the presidential candidate emerged. That okay, and the meeting was that now Iyorchia Ayu should step down. But Atiku held his ground that he would rather go with Iyorchia Ayu. And what I'm saying is that as a party, what I'm saying is that I believe very strongly. We have mentioned, I've told you about Mr. President, how he tactically and strategically won back the Southwest without making noise. What I'm concerned about is that it is very easy to remove somebody from party. Is the easiest. Look at the way they did it, very easy. But I can tell you that 2027, this decision taking will affect their 2027.
All right, thank you.
We will still be here alive.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. This is where we want to wrap on this segment of the show. Fares, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
We'll link you up with our Abuja Network studio where Kadri is on standby with our next guest. And from there, we'll transit to Lagos with Ms. Selena to continue these conversations. Kadri, over to you.
All right, it is still the program, this one on ITV. Now we take a look at this that has to be religious in nature, and it is the Holy Ghost Christian Center annual conference. And they have one of the senior part of the studio to take us to what 25 edition holds and who to participate, and of course what they will be expecting when they participate. I have with me Pastor Peter Adelani. Very good morning, Pastor Matthew Adelani. You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
So just what 2025 Holy Ghost Christian Conference annual convention is about.
Okay. We want to give our glory to God. It's our culture every year. The whole essence of it is to give praise back to God for sustaining us and for keeping His work in our hands. And I'm here to represent my zonal pastor, who is the coordinating head of all our churches in the northern region, Dr. Ayo Tegbe, and who is heading all the churches in Abuja in particular. So giving thanks back to God. When you look at it, we've been existing in Abuja this year, mark 25th year. And HCC came to Abuja year 2001 precisely. And we want to bless the Lord, 2001 thereabouts. So I want to thank God this 25th year is so special to us. And the people of God, we have come together that we need to do something very special to give thanks to God and to spur our people to desire more God, and so that they are for next year will be better. You look at it, it's a milestone. 25 is not something small, and every year we do this, but this year in particular is very good. And we are grateful to God. Even Holy Ghost Christian Center as a ministry, we're going to clock 30 years by next year. So, which means the one coming will still be more elaborate, more than this. But for this, we have resolved to give thanks to God and to hear people's towards receive natural harvest from God.
Yeah, so we're saying a double barrel event, give thanks to God, and then to make some kind of request for 2026. Yeah, so you've spoken at length when it comes to the issue of thanksgiving, but I'd like to ask, what do you thank Him with? Going to make a request while thanking Him. What is the possibility of that?
Thank you very much. You know, in every settings, even those that are not of Christian faith, everybody knows the essence and importance of giving thanks. And it means you are showing gratitude to the force behind your successes. You are giving thanks to the one that makes all we are doing to be able to be achievable. And we're going to thank God with all our heart, with all our life, and with our resources and with our time. And that is why in the state of Abuja, from this Thursday, from 19th or 20th to 23rd, it's going to be all through to thank God. And when you look at anyone that is reasonable, we know that we hold God in love, because He's the force behind all our success. We have network of churches across the world, and the northern is doing very well. They are helping us. Souls are saved, people are renewed and generated. Take note that there is no singular human effort that could do this. It's only God, because He holds the heart of man.
So in this convention, who are expected to be in attendance?
By God's grace, God's servant, the chair of Holy Ghost Christian Center globally, Dr. Amos Fenwa, and his amiable wife, Lady Fela Fenwa, is going to come to chair the program. Also, we're expecting Dr. Olumide Emmanuel. He's a senior pastor of his own ministry. He's one of the seniors in the land, and he's been a long-time friend of the ministry, minister to us. Dr. Joseph Shiju from United States Church, is the zonal pastor of all our churches in the United States, is coming. We have a lot of other ministers that will minister in song. We have Taiwo Balogun is coming. A host of them are coming to be a blessing. But also Dr. Ayo Tegbe, who is the host, and Pastor Dorcas Tegbe, they are the host in Abuja, with all of us that are all under the assembly. So, and we pray that God will take control.
So, and I ask again, you are expecting Christians to be there, non-Christians?
Yes, it's open. It's Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving. If it's anything Thanksgiving is open unto all. Pagans need to come.
You have to emphasize that it is open.
It's open unto all.
So that it won't just be that it is only for members.
It's not only for a Holy Ghost Christian Center members alone. This is open unto all. Please, everyone, join us from 20th through 23rd. Join us to thank the Lord and celebrate. God has done a lot of things in Abuja. When you look at it, when my zonal pastor started pastoring the Abuja, it was one, and God started adding to us. A lot of parishes, and we are doing wonderfully well. And one of the things, in our Thanksgiving, we don't want to domesticate it alone. We want to just open it so that a lot of people will come. So we celebrate and thank God together. And I know that one that cares to attend, God's going to do something special.
From 20 to 23rd, 4 days.
Yes, from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is the grand finale. By 5:30 p.m. on Thursday, 5:30 p.m. on Friday. Then Saturday, we're going to have a morning session. By 10 a.m. Sunday, the grand finale. We're starting by 8 a.m. So the door is open to
There's any special requirement for from those who wants to attend?
Oh, there is. Just come as you are. And I like to make it public that we have made a lot of logistic arrangements in every area. So anywhere we want to come, we have arranged for vehicles that will convey people from different areas.
Like from which area to which area?
Yeah, from people coming from Lugbe, we have stationed buses along that route. People coming from Kuje, we have stationed buses coming from that axis. People coming from Kubwa, we have buses. So people coming from area Maraba, Nyanya, thereabout, and we have some other in-house arrangement, people within the metropolis that they can also contact us. We'll give them the number of who they will contact so that they can benefit from the logistics arrangement.
This is very, very interesting. And I don't know if you have the number of hand, so you can just call it for those who are watching. So they can just note it. You can give me a number if that's possible.
Okay, I will.
Because in an event such as this, and people are listening, transportation or other logistics are made available for free. I mean, nothing should hinder Christians and not non-Christians to take advantage of this year's convention to attend. So let's have the contact.
All right. Thank you very much for the everyone that want to join us from all walks of life. The number to be called is 080 760 1672. I come again. 00 760 72.
Okay, now before we go, we look at, appearance is very, very important.
Yes.
What kind of appearance are we looking at? Modest, native, English?
I think when we are coming to worship settings, everybody know the decent way. So if you want to come in native, come in a decent native. You want to come with coverage. And all the ministers of God, I want to particularly emphasize this on Saturday morning. God is coming to do impartation service for us. To the glory of God, God has helped a tree where I can say and wish you our ministry because God's servant is coming to impart us massively with grace, particularly today morning from 10. Make sure you don't miss it. Make sure you don't miss
it. It's on Friday?
Yeah.
Friday,
no, starting on
Thursday. Thursday, Friday is 5 p.m.
Yes. In the yes. So we have windows to rest and prepare for the finale.
All right, so before we go, what are the expectations? This is very important.
And in addition, that what seems difficult to be grace after impartation will come upon someone and they will do exploit for the Lord, because the Bible says those that know their God, they shall be strong and they shall exploit. We are here occupying for Christ till he comes, and I know every soul that will be touched. Maybe some people have some cases of I assure the Lord, they will be met and their life will be fully restored and turned around.
I must thank you for your time with us on the show this morning. Okay, viewers, you have heard it clearly. The 2025 Holy Ghost Christian Center Annual Convention is kicking off on the 20th of this month. You are all expected to be there, irrespective of your background. Even some pastors and ministers of God are also expected to be there. And so much that he has said is what you should be expecting. Bondages will be broken.
Shackles will be broken.
Yokes will be destroyed.
Yes.
And so many more, so to speak. So thank you so much for your time with us on the program this morning. This is where we'll wrap up the discussion, and Lagos will take it over from here.
ITV, certainly the best.
Thank you very much for joining us on the program, Healthy Living. What is the kidney?
The kidney is an excretory organ in the body, which is for metabolism.
Tuberculosis affects many organs in the body, but the common ones it usually affects is the lungs.
Epilepsy is a neurological problem.
Okay.
It is an injury in the brain which causes someone to begin to convulse, to go into fits.
It is curable, but the cure is a long-term thing.
If you eat well and avoid those risk factors that will make your immunity to be down, then the risk of contracting tuberculosis will be reduced.
If you're healthy, then you're wealthy.
ITV, certainly the best.
Thank you very much for joining us on the program, Healthy Living. What is the kidney?
The kidney is an excretory organ in the body, which is for metabolism.
Tuberculosis affects many organs in the body, but the common ones it usually affects is the lungs.
Epilepsy is a neurological problem.
Okay.
It is an injury in the brain which causes someone to begin to convulse, to go into fits.
It is curable, but the cure is a long-term thing.
If you eat well and avoid those risk factors that will make your immunity to be down, then the risk of contracting tuberculosis will be reduced.
If you're healthy, then you're wealthy.
It's a beautiful Monday morning. Thank you so much for staying with us this beautiful morning on ITV. And this morning, we would be having a very interesting topic. And of course, our guest here that will be helping us analyze this particular topic is seated here. And of course, I am to be anchoring this program alone. I have my guest, my co-anchor, Patricia Gabriel. Hello, good morning, Patricia.
Good morning, Mercy. You look so pretty this morning. Good morning, and thank you for ITV this morning. You can actually watch us.
ITV, certainly the best.
Got it. What do you make of the PDP decisions, to expel Wike, Fayose Anyauns, and others at the Independence Convention, Ibadan Convention? Is it pure anti-party activities, or is it more about consolidating power?
Well, thank you. First and foremost, the run-up to the Ibadan Convention has been rife with a lot of others, coachmen, and the rest of it. And I think the Ibadan Convention did what a normal should do, all right? When you have people who are not in line with the party constitution, you sanction them. But whether they have the powers, because they said don't hold that convention, and they went ahead and did. I mean, there's another court in Ibadan that said go at convention. Exactly. So I think, and foremost, is it too little too late, or is it necessary, the action of sanctioning these party leaders? If you look at it, you find out that the people like Nyesom Wike, Chief Dan Obi, and the rest of them, their body, their spirit has left DP. So they are not just the body, the carcass. That is that they are just in the PDP, so that whatever they want to do, they can do. I mean, still have the rights to do, as it were, so that the other one will not say, okay, you are members of our party. I think these are the things that could have been done earlier and now, even immediately after the general election in 2023.
Are you saying the explosion should have been done earlier than that?
Yes, this is what should have been done. I mean, it's the same body judge who moved the motion. Body judge is as guilty as Wiki. In the last general election, he actually campaigned for Labour Party openly, while Wiki campaigned for the APC. Wiki did not even campaign for the APC. He didn't show himself to campaign for anybody. Only during the election that he decided to work the magic for the president to get the River State, as it were. All right. So he couldn't get Wiki to campaign for anybody. It was just the only people Wiki campaigns was the PDP, was Atiku as at that time. Without Atiku campaign, have his state campaign in River State, but he allowed the rest of the parties have it. So this thing should have been done much earlier.
Okay. You said those things would have been done much earlier. Yeah, yes. That's what some persons actually are saying. And let's talk about the fact that the court ordered for them not to hold the convention. And we all know that the judiciary has the final say. And the governor, PDP, they still went ahead to do the and we saw that governors attended, in different PDP governors, they attended. And knowing fully well that in our country, the judiciary has the final say. What is ahead to do the convention? What do you have to say about that?
The people that the organizers of that convention put out in some, you realize that the Supreme Court said that the court have no decision to stop any party activities. Party activities the party leaders should resolve their problem. The recent court judgment about what happened to Anyanwu and the rest of it. All right. So the Supreme Court, which is the apex court, watches and off any party in the court. So if the Federal High Court could give that judgment and could say, okay, wait until this, INEC don't go and what power where do they derive their power? Highest court in the land said court cannot meddle into the parties.
But they went to
that's what I'm saying. So as much as the side says the court has said it, because they are now two sides, Wiki side and the market, and the market side says this is what we're about. The Supreme Court says the court do not have legal standing to meddle in twice. All right? Why should the court? Why are you taking us to it? Because at the end of the day, you still get Supreme Court judgment that he gave earlier concerning the party issues.
Okay.
So the two sides are now holding their grounds done. Judgment of the current.
Okay. Godi, do you think, say, this can become illegal? And how damaging could this court intervention be for PDP's preparation for 2027?
PDP has been down on its knees. Look at the by-election that has been done. You find out that PDP will usually be is either the key opponents in the elections or the key opposition in the elections are now being relegated. The recent concluded election in Alabama, when I look at the list and I find out that PDP candidate was not even in the...
He was there, but he was...
That's why he wasn't even in the question. So it's not as if the people, in fact, whatever they are taking may be a recipe for bringing PDP back, as it were. But because the lacuna is that with the recognized the newly elected National Executive Council, are they going to recognize it? But when you have people like Wike and the rest of your party who do not want the breath, to a point, PDP Anambra State was using its form to beg people to come and buy. People thought PDP form with the longest spoon in the world. So it's not today that we are talking about the actions. The PDP is on its knees. If, for me, as a political analyst, if you ask me, I will ask people like Wiki, to say where they belong. Choose your fight. Are you in APC or in PDP? Make that known. You can't be APC at night and PDP in the morning.
Okay, Godi, let me go straight to the a lot of Nigerians will be asking right now. Do you think he's going to accept this, or he think he's preparing something to come and hit back?
Wike is an egoistic person. He's not going to take it. You know that. What he's to do is going to that he goes to court. He uses judicial powers and wants to do this, he wants to do that. We care about PDP. And I think it about PDP. Neither do every other persons that are playing an ostrich, all right? Because I think we play ostrich. You can't hide your head in the sand and think your body is also eaten.
So you see him defecting?
I don't see him defecting. He just want to play a spoiler. He's not going to defect. Because if he defect, the PDP will rise again. You will not have any to want to go against PDP. All the things they are doing is for the election. And I keep saying it, that after the 2027 election, you will see how people want to rescue, because himself, you know, he will not be given a position of power. Because the people know is the kind of power he can wield. So he knows that give him that. He's not going to. So he wants to PDP as a bargaining tool for anywhere that is going to.
But so you're going to say that, or are you saying he's a mole?
I wouldn't call him a mole. He is a well-known person who has made himself known. He's not hiding. He's someone who is still here. He will be here giving you support. If he's a mole, he will not say that somebody should step down for President Tinubu. That is well. Is a done. He must not say that. He must tell President to not go in. But at night, we'll go back and tell him what I was saying is not true.
Several governors in person of Wangari, they've publicly distanced themselves expulsion from this Wike expulsion. What does that tell us of balance of power?
These are the governors who are afraid. These are the first-time governors who are afraid that the federal government may use it in denying them. These are the government that are going to want to go trust to the APC. What do you expect? A person who is brokering this for the APC is Wike. Is the one that is like, if you cross over, is sick. So you don't expect them. Why is are you not why I'm not joining them? Because he's serving his tenure out, and he's chairman PDP Governors Forum. He doesn't care. He wants to be the president of this country. So you must, if you want to be the president of this country someday, you can't just obviously cross to APC.
Okay. We know that the SDAs hold significant grassroots structures and in their different states. How will this affect PDP in 2027, if there's any chances at all?
It's saying the very first problem that PDP had is ADC.
See.
Yes.
Okay.
The very first problem. Now, before we get problem. All right. Now, I think PDP chieftain should think about 2027.
They shouldn't think about 2027.
What they should think about now is to rescue themselves. Ensure the party.
Wow.
2027, they have blocked that they meant to make the elections. Now, we have seen another of court cases. It may take the almost end of next year, which is election is next year, all right? 2027. So what ground to make? So I feel if the PDP come together and release a statement that we are supporting President Tinubu 2027 re-election, the PDP will cease.
You think so?
I know so. Look at all the parties that are pouring in presidential candidate in 2027. They all have a problem. From ABGA, who have obviously come, we are supporting you in 2027. So if that happens, I'm saying all of these crises will end after 7 elections. Most of the crises in these parties will disappear. Because those the current president to get on will now want a different platform to advance on political.
You mentioned that the PDP, they don't stand for this 20 election at all. What do you see? The whole coalition.
If you ask me, stand than PDP. Let me always in perspective.
Okay.
They've obviously become the main opposition, not in terms of the members of.
But they are also having problem of presidential candidates.
That's what I'm telling you. They have a grasp of their problem, not hydra-headed like the PDP problem. The problem is how can you spend the whole 8 months for convention only to what? All right, that will not be the case of the ADC. The ADC people, what the people like about the problem of the ADC is who is going to bail the cat, who is going to be their presidential. That is the only problem that they have. They don't have problem by organization. They don't have apart from the Kachuku, who is a very featherweight, who is doing the bid of the same minister of Wiki, the ADC. But that kind of power, because why the problem is big. Who are opposing are still in PDP. They are strong, have money, and they can do whatever they want to.
Okay, Godi, many Nigerians see this as the boldest disciplinary action the PDP has taken in years. It as a sign of internal strength or crisis, and this action came at the right time or it's late.
I think this is the first time, actually, in political circle that Wike has been ruffled. All right, I feel he must go too far. This is the first making. They are putting them in opposition, trying to himself. They've always been on the front foot. Whether it's PDP strengthen or it's going to help PDP weaken, first time the Wike camp is statement showing that they are the victim. Whether it's going to help the party.
So it's a good step.
Of course, it's a good step. That's why I said in my earlier remark that it could be too little, too late.
Yeah, because a lot of persons
yes, too little, too late. Because that's why I said to you that PDP, instead of trying to win an election at the national level, they should go at the state and put not to sink.
Because
if the I'm coming, Patricia. If the party sinks, it might be too late. It might be too dangerous to state it.
Okay, you have just said it might be a little too late for PDP. For
actions,
the actions they have might be a little too late as against 2020 elections. What if they are preparing as against 2033?
As for the election, against the trust the Nigerian party, as against how, because a political party is no political party that can, if it cannot exercise discipline. All right? I mean, you have seen that in the pattern, it's clearly stated that people who are obviously engaged in party activities should be sanctioned.
Yeah.
And this is that. We all saw it. People who are not affiliated political parties saw that these people, the party couldn't do it. Will the big stick? So you allow it fester until it threatens the existence of the party. Because Ibadan Convention was slated to be a platform to bring back the party. Big way. because those PDP to the PDP still in discussion with them to come. And that's why some of them have not officially unveiled themselves in the ADC, as it. So happened few weeks to the after everything has been put in place. So decided to put the. When you look at all of this yourself, is the other person is the PDP a party? Since I'm not a politician, I'm not affiliated to any politics. Is a party I can vote for, like Nigerian Labour Party, 23 elections.
Okay, Chief Gode, I want you to tell me at this point that PDP they are right now rolling the elders on national figures to prevent further fragmentation.
First, I think of Goodluck Jonathan,
okay,
the former president of this country, on the platform of PDP. The former president is still alive today, Obasanjo, under the he's the that can and I mean step in sincerely a party to withdraw court because you cannot discuss with someone who already have a case in court. What do you discuss with him? This to get from that, because if you continue to do the case in the court's verdict, the verdict could be pro or against. All right. So, the leaders, former leaders, the former president, secretary to the state government, national chairman of the deal in that party, should come together and have a different arm of in that party, step in and put body to the table. But I think it's a tough call.
Okay, it's tough call.
It's going to be a tough call because most, you know that former Olusegun Obasanjo associated from cool engaging in political is now a statesman. The former president Goodluck Jonathan has also said that until recently, when we started seeing flying around, that I want to come back and the rest of it. So, if you look at the former vice president, some of them have come to other action parties. So, it's going to be a tough call. But if this must be resolved, this is the way forward.
Okay. Because we saw some of Jonathan's convention.
Of course. So is a name people wearing the pictures and the rest of. I don't think Jonathan wants to start election in a party. If party won it, it lost in 2015. All right, I don't think this could be predominantly sponsored the way parties and politicians are being. But I feel the way we need to bring back is a party. The late Ugbo, the former and one of the People Democratic Parties, one declared in a convention.
I think PDP is supposed to be the main transition party to the ruling party. No, you know, I believe is still the main opposition party. Start saying that at this point, PDP are rather they are not the main opposition party.
If you truly main opposition party, they still
is.
The only party that's another governor is and Labour one. The only PDP that has more.
So let me quickly ask you this question from program. As a media, how do you think the explosion will shape perception of PDP heading into any elections? It doesn't have to be the 2027 elections. Looking further from 2020.
PDP has lost ground. The states have been lost to the APC, the Akwa Ibom, Delta, Bayelsa, Rivers is neither here nor there, so you know where it's going to. You see, Tara, Taraba has been a traditional PDP state, right? Adamawa has been a traditional PDP state, right? With the aid of Atiku Abubakar, then. So the PDP has lost so much ground in terms of their strongholds.
So quickly, you don't think these people that you have just mentioned things the stand back to PDP? Just a quick one.
Well, if PDP finds its ground, you still see people coming back. You still see people come because they did. It's always like to fact in 15 elections. They like Soki. What?
It's so bad for you. Give an a topic. That cannot stand a chance for this for 2027. Maybe after the 2027 election. Okay, who knows that they should put their house in order. Let's keep our fingers crossed to see what happens. Patricia?
We keep our fingers crossed.
All right, thank all our viewers for staying with us today. TMI This Beautiful from our Lagos Network studio. I am Marcelina Unqual. Do stay with us as we hand over to Benin for TMI.
Updates. I am Chukwufumnanya Digwe. Now, the Borno State Governor, Professor Babagana Zulum, says his administration will continue to consolidate efforts to address security challenges and ensure that farmers in affected communities return to their livelihoods without fear. Governor Zulum stated this during the official flag-off ceremony of the Agricultural Inputs Distribution Initiative for the Dry Season Wheat Production Program in Maiduguri, the Borno State capital. John Tenna reports.
State government, in an effort to ensure improved food production in the state, has continued to engage the federal government with different initiatives. The state governor, Professor Babagana Zulum, says his administration is committed to revitalizing and boosting food security in the state through investment in irrigation, mechanization, quality inputs, and extensive services.
And to give distribution of seeds and agrochemicals to over 20,000 farmers last year, have transformed the community from a zone of displacement into a model post-conflict agricultural recovery, including household food security, market activity, and social cohesion. Our sustained focus on both dry season and rain-fed farming has brought a paradigm shift to agriculture in Borno State. This year, I'm pleased to announce to this gathering that every farmer that has cultivated his farmland, she or he, was able to produce what he can feed himself and his family for the next 1 or 2 years.
The Minister of Agriculture and Food Security Abubakar Kyari, said the federal government intervention will be implemented in 16 states, targeting 80,000 registered farmers with 40,000 hectares earmarked for wheat production.
Out of the 40,000 hectares earmarked for wheat production, the 2025-2026 dry season, 3,000 hectares have been allocated to Borno State, representing 6,000 wheat farmers. This support will be followed by the second phase of the program, which will promote the cultivation of other priority crop value chains across the state.
The collaborative effort between the federal government and Borno State government will hope to boost food production in the northeast state. John Taina, ITV News.
Moving on, a former Minister of Special Duties and Intergovernmental Affairs and Senior Advocate of Nigeria, SAN, Kabiru Turaki, has been declared and elected as the national chairman of the People's Democratic Party, PDP. Turaki emerged at the National Convention of the party in Ibadan, Oyo State, where delegates from 17 states across the country cast their votes to choose national officers. Delegates at the PDP convention in Ibadan, Oyo State, cast their votes according to their respective states to elect national officers of the party. The newly elected chairman was declared the winner by a former lawmaker representing Anambra Central in the National Assembly, Senator Ben Ubi, having scored 1,516 votes. After taking the oath of office, the new chairman and senior advocate of Nigeria expressed concerns over the activities of the Nigerian judiciary. He urged judges to stay away from politics and not allow themselves to be used by politicians.
Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
The new PDP national chairman, Kabiru Turaki, vowed to reposition the party despite controversies and quarrels. Ben Obi also declared that Solarin Adekunle emerged as the Deputy National Organizing Secretary of the PDP. A total of 3,131 delegates participated in the exercise, while 2,745 delegates were accredited. Governors in attendance were Bala Muhammad Bauchi, Shey Makinde Oyo, Amadou Fintiri Adamawa, Governor Dauda Lawal Zamfara, and Caleb Mutfwang Plateau. Governors Ademola Adeleke Oshun, Sim Fubara, Rivers, and Abu Kefas Taraba did not attend the convention. Others present were the Senate Minority Leader Abba Muru, a former governor of Oshun, Ola Gunshoye Oyinlola, his Gombe counterpart, Senator Ibrahim Dankwambu, and the Board of Trustees Chairman, Senator Adolphus Rabara, and chieftain of the party, among others. Now, 2 separate fire incidents have destroyed production facilities in Ilorin, the Kwara State capital, leaving properties worth millions of naira damaged. One of the incidents occurred at Kunzo Multi-Sector Nigeria Limited, a yam flour and gari production factory located at the Kilanko Abonka area of Ilorin South local government. It was learned that the fire was triggered by heat from a furnace used during production, which later ignited combustible materials in the factory. Confirming the incident, the head of Media and Publicity, Kwara State Fire Service, Hassan Adekunle, said the factory's entire production area was already ablaze before firefighters arrived. The second incident gutted Unique AJ Prints, a printing facility along Okpo Malu Road in the Ilorin East local government area. Preliminary findings showed that the blaze was likely caused by a spark from the facility's inverter system, which ignited nearby flammable materials. Commenting on the second incident, Director of the Kwara State Fire Service, Prince Falade John, advised businesses using solar and inverter systems to install them in isolated, fire-protected environments. In another report, the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control has destroyed counterfeit, expired, banned, and substandard products valued at 20 billion naira during a Southwest Zonal Destruction Flag-Off ceremony at the Monia dump site in Ibadan. NAFDAC said the exercise is part of ongoing efforts to safeguard public health by permanently removing unsafe, falsified, and violative products from circulation. A release shared by the agency on its website on social media handle noted items destroyed included substandard and falsified medicines, unsafe processed foods, counterfeit cosmetics, and various expired goods seized from manufacturers, importers, and distributors across the Southwest. The exercise also covered expired and damaged products voluntarily submitted by complaint companies, NGOs, and trade groups. The Director General of NAFDAC, Professor Mojisola Adeyeye, commended the collaboration with other enforcement agencies while reiterating NAFDAC's resolve to continue targeting unsafe products. Now, the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, Kebbi State Command, has destroyed 25,381.495 kilograms of seized drugs exhibits worth billions of naira in street value. The exercise carried out on Saturday in the Kola area of Birnin Kebbi involved 0.27 kilograms of cocaine, approximately 17 kilograms of cannabis sativa, 0.36 kilograms of methamphetamine, and 340 kilograms of Aku Sakara, or THC. About 8.1 kilogram of tramadol was also burnt, totaling 25.4 kilograms of illegal drugs destroyed. Meanwhile, the Deputy Director in charge of General Operations at the NDLEA headquarters, Abuja, Mohammed Usman, who represented the agency's chairman, Chief Executive Officer, Brigadier General Mohammed Buba Marwa, retired, said the federal government High Court in Birnin Kebbi granted the order for the public destruction in line with Section 3, Subsection 1 of the NDLEA Act. He said the occasion signifies a major achievement in the ongoing efforts to curb substance abuse and illicit drug trafficking in the country. That the destruction of the confiscated drugs stands as clear evidence of the agency's commitment to building a drug-free society, noting that it sent a strong warning to those involved in illicit drug activities. He warned that the menace of illegal drugs continues to devastate lives, tear families apart, and weaken the fabric of Nigerian society. Earlier, the Kebbi State NDLEA commander, Rabiu Abdullahi Sokoto, said the strategic location of the state has unfortunately made it a transit route for drug traffickers. He remarked that the state's porous borders with Niger Republic to the north and Benin Republic to the west have increased the inflow of illicit substances into our great nation through the states. And that's the size of our package on ITV News Updates. I am Chukufum Nanya Digwe. Thank you so much for watching. We'll now join TMI Socials. Good morning and welcome. This is CMI Socials. I am Chukufumnanya Digwe, and here's what's making waves across the social media space. Now, on the top of the list is the recently concluded PDP convention. Now, at the convention, the Nigerian People's Democratic Party, PDP, proceeded with its national convention in Ibadan, Oyo State, on November 15 to 16, 2025. Despite court orders and boycotts by several governors and delegates, the convention expelled Nyesom Wike, Ayodele Fayose, Samuel Anyanwu, and others for anti-party activities, while electing Kabir Turaki as the national chairman with 1,516 votes. Now, Governors Amadou Umaru Fintiri and Caleb Mutfwang have gone online to criticize the expulsions, underscoring persistent divisions within the PDP particularly. Now, let's get to see a snippet video where these party members were actually expelled from the party, and then we'll get to take the social media reactions as regards it.
Ayo Fayose, Senator Samuel Anyanwu, Honorable Umar Bature, Adeyemi Ajibade, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Senator Mao, Honorable Austin Nwachukwu, Abraham Ama, George Ghana, Chief Dan Obi, with the expulsion as per the motion raised heavily by our elder statesman, citing our constitutional provisions as enumerated, that is Chief Olabode George, and heavily seconded by my chairman, Sis Adamu Bunda. Those in support of this motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.
Yes, so that's the snippet which basically characterizes the voting and expulsion of these prominent party members, talking about Fayose, Wike, and Samuel Anyanwu. Now let's see the social media reactions that have stemmed from this story. Now, for the first reaction, which is actually a very crucial one, from Caleb Mutfwang, it says, "At this crucial moment for our party, I believe pursuing expulsions is neither prudent nor constructive. What the PDP needs now is calm judgment, unity, and genuine reconciliation. The move to expel Barrister Nyesom Wike, Ayodele Fayose, Samuel Anyanwu, and others was not discussed." Well, that is the comment from Caleb Mutfwang. Now, let's see what Amadou Umaru Fintiri has to say. "I, Right Honorable Amadou Umaru Fintiri, Governor of Adamawa State, wish to categorically state that I dissociate myself from the position of expelling the Honorable Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Governor Wike, from official PDP. I believe that this decision is not in the best interest of the party, and I will not be party to any attempt that could further plunge the PDP into unending crisis." Let's get more reactions on this story. This next reaction reads, "This is a major turning point for the PDP. You can't build a winning party for 2027 with people pulling in different directions. Discipline is the backbone of any strong political movement. And if the party is truly serious about restructuring and winning back the trust of Nigerians, then decisive steps like this are unavoidable. Now, the real question is, will this usher in genuine reform and unity, or are we just witnessing another chapter in the long cycle of party drama? Time will tell, but one thing is clear, 2027 just got more interesting." Let's take the final comments on this story. The final comment reads in part, I can see a lot of people blaming Wike because of their hatred for him. Logically and without prejudice, let's sincerely read this. The late President Buhari, who was a Northerner, spent 8 years as the president of Nigeria. After him, PDP still felt it was appropriate to give the presidential ticket to another Northerner in Alhaji Atiku. Did it make any sense? Where is the fairness? To make it worse, both the chairman and the presidential standard bearer of the party were from the north at the time. Please, how did this make any sense? Well, that is what that statement reads in part as regards the expulsion of these party members from the PDP. Now let's move on to the next social media story that has taken the social media space by a storm. This one is an unverified report, but however, it's found a way to, be the crux of conversation this morning on the social media space. This report claims that the Nigerian Navy Lieutenant A.M. Yerima, known for confronting FCT Minister Nyesom Wike over a land dispute, was allegedly trailed by 2 unmarked Hilux vans driven by men in black on Sunday evening in Abuja. Now, according to unnamed military sources and also some unverified social media and even news reports, the vehicles reportedly followed him from a NIPCO filling station off Airport Road to Gado Nasco Way, but he allegedly escaped using evasive maneuvers. However, FCT Police Command says it has no record of such an incident, and neither the Navy nor Wike's office has issued any confirmation, leaving the story unverified and even possibly inaccurate. But as I said, it's all over the social media space right now. So let's see the reactions as regards this one. First, let's get to see what the police command has said as regards this. Now, first, the statement of the spokesperson of the police command, SP Josephine Ade, PPRO FCT. Her press release says the attention of the FCT police command has been drawn to publications circulating on social media alleging an attempted assassination on Lieutenant Ahmed Yerima. The command wishes to categorically state that no such incident has been reported or recorded anywhere within the FCT. The public is advised to disregard this false information and desist from spreading unverified claims capable of causing unnecessary panic. For the safety of all residents, the command urges the public to remain vigilant and report any suspicious activity to the nearest police division. You may also reach the command headquarters through our emergency lines 0803-200-3913 and 0806-858-73114. Prompt response. Signed, SP Josephine Ade, ANIPR, Police Public Relations Officer, FCT Command. Now let's get to see other reactions as regards this particular, unverified story that's trending on the social media space. This one says, someone is clearly baiting the military into anarchy. There is an unmistakable element of manufactured outrage in this Wike Yerima saga. In hindsight, I found the reactions from Irabo, Buratai, Baduru and Matawale troubling. They should be toning down the rhetoric, not amplifying it, because situations like this should never be escalated unnecessarily. Media houses reporting that Lieutenant Yerima was targeted for assassination is both premature and reckless and irresponsible, especially without any investigation. We must not use this fine young officer with his entire career ahead of him as a pawn in any plot to destabilize the country. Let's take the final social media reaction as regards this one. This final reaction says, they attempted to assassinate him. He didn't report to the police, but other security agencies. And the police is saying it's fake news. So if someone attacks me and it is reported in SM or newspaper, it is fake news because the police didn't have a record of such. this one poses a question, and that's the final take on that particular conversation. Because we're pressed for time, we'll have to draw the curtain right here on TMI Socials today. And from TMI as a whole, our 3 network centers, we say a very big thank you for joining in, and also to our very insightful guests for their remarkable dispositions. I am Chuku from Nanya Digwe. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely day ahead.
Thank you very much for joining us on the program, Healthy Living. What is the kidney?
The kidney is an excretory organ in the body, which is for metabolism.
Tuberculosis affects many organs in the body, but the common ones it usually affects is the lungs.
Epilepsy is a neurological problem.
Okay.
It is an injury in the brain, which causes someone to begin to convulse, to go into fits.
It is curable, but the cure is a long-term thing.
If you eat well and avoid those risk factors that will make your immunity to be down, then the risk of contracting tuberculosis will be reduced.
If you're healthy, then you're wealthy.
ITV, certainly the best.